We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Mets and the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Freddie Peralta will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, not a very good start in his last one, Matt. Only 4 innings, so he did get a no decision. But he's a much better pitcher than that, and I know that they're expecting more than 4 innings. Hopefully a win, too, out of this guy in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Ahmed Rosario. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The second baseman, Ahmed.
Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. So striding forward for his first opportunity, Jed Lowry. And he's been swinging it well the last couple of games. Popped him up. Narvaez has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. On to first, and can you believe it? Here now's the center fielder Lorenzo Cain to get us started in the bottom half of the first.
For the Brewers, the center fielder.
Hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, guys, anytime you start a road trip, first 5 games you start 1-4, you're just trying to salvage. Do the fundamental things right. Try and sneak out a couple wins, get on the plane, and get out of here.
2-2. Liner towards second. But this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
Batting second.
So striding in, Brock Holt. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. Holt playing here in his age 31 season. He was a 9th round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The count now at 2-1. Now here's the pitch. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Just hung in there on that one. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. That misses. 2-0. Now here's the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss. 2-1 now.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Grounded back up the middle. Glove by Cabrera. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
The second baseman,
and that'll bring up Keston Hiura. 1 ball, no strikes to count.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I tell you what, there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of time.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base. The set and the 2-1. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
This is a spot you'd like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position.
And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, D-Roy. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job, and a run batted in.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Pete Alonso, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
That pitcher's got to be shaking his head right now. You got to tip your cap right there. I'm still always impressed when offensive players are able to come out of the zone and still be able to make hard contact.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
That is good. The right fielder, number 30.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. He gets under it and makes the catch in the deep part of the field. The relay throw, and he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And how fortunate are we that we get to watch the Gold Glover play some center field today. He's on every highlight reel on the regular, making huge plays for his defense, saving runs, throwing guys out at the plate, diving in the gap with his hair on fire. This one should be fun.
Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Roy, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat head started.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Cabrera on second. Ramos at first, 1 gone. Skied into straightaway right. Yelich is under it. And that's the second out of the inning. And this throw gets away from him. Now at the plate, Noah Syndergaard. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. 1-1 the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. 0-1 the count. Ready with the 0-1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
Hey, you drive to the park and dream of coming through with a big knock with runners in scoring position. Bases loaded in that situation. Didn't try and do too much. They always tell yourself, calm yourself down and just get that guy in from third. He got them all in there.
You know, D-Roy, this is what makes it so tough to be a pitcher, right? You have them loaded. No place to put anybody.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Mets 5 and the Brewers 1. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Avisail Garcia. Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
The first baseman.
So the switch hitter Justin Smoak steps up, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. Inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The center fielder, number 6.
So 2 on with 2 away, and that'll bring up Lorenzo Cain. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Nope, that's the ball.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Grounded to short. On to first, and the Brewers are turned away as the inning is over. So here's Jeff McNeil, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
The left fielder, number 6.
Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1.
Stuff has never been a problem with this pitcher. It's execution and location that has always been his bugaboo. And that's exactly what happened here. I know he's ahead 0-1, but he's finding the heart of the plate way too often.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Fastball well outside.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Danger looms on deck here in the person of Miguel Cabrera. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Gone!
That one definitely seems worth taking a look at with Show Track. It wasn't a particularly deep home run, but as you can see, he connected pretty well. 110 miles an hour off the bat, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Now at the plate, Miguel Cabrera. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Miguel Cabrera.
Pitch on the way.
0-1. 0-1, no strike.
The 1-0. Lifted into the air to shallow center. After it is Cain. He can't get to it. This one's down.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto. Cain is there, 2 gone. Stepping up now, Wilson Ramos. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. But the Mets are able to tack on 1 thanks to the solo. ready to go for the last half of the inning. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Brock Holt. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike taken up in the zone.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Ball one.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And up next, the sweet swinging left-handed hitting outfielder Christian Yelich. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Now here it comes. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Count is 2-1. Ball
3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Full count now, 3-2. 1 out, nobody on. He loses him on ball 4. Digging in now for the Brewers, Keston Hiura. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. 1-0 the count. From the stretch.
Ball inside.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it's been a really complete effort from his hitters today that's resulted in them averaging 2 runs per inning right now. The table setters are doing their job, and the guys behind them have risen to the challenge of getting them home. There are a lot of happy hitters and coaches down here, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit to third. Fielded by Sogard. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The batter, the pitcher.
So here now's the pitcher, Noah Syndergaard. He reached on a single in his first try. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
And that's in for a base hit, his 2nd in as many trips to the plate.
Now batter, second baseman, Ahmed Rosario.
Into the box, Ahmed Rosario, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Looking at his career totals, Rosario is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. 6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 2-1 home.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
In the air now, out to left. There to play it is Garcia, and that becomes out number 2.
The batter.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Jed Lowry. Out in front of it, strike 1. And this one's in the dirt. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. 1-1, here it is. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Loud contact there, but it's well foul.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that. Digging in, Omar Narvaez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
So here is Avisail Garcia as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A base hit in his first trip. Grounded to Cabrera. This could be 2. One there on to first, and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for Milwaukee, the third baseman, Eric.
So base is empty now after the double play, and set to go as the third baseman, Eric Sogard. And that misses inside, 1-0. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And Brent Suter is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Number 35.
All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. First delivery to him on the way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kane is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
The batter, the first base.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
And into left field for a 1-out hit.
You think he's not setting the tone for this series right there? Third knock of the night, and we're only in game 1. This could be huge.
Digging in once again, Miguel Cabrera. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. Oh, but the feed to the shortstop is off the mark.
Well, Dan, the sun goes down, and this guy lights up right here. That's his 3rd knock of the night.
Talk about having a good night. 3 hits, and hey, he might have another at-bat or 2 before this one ends.
So now to the plate, Michael Conforto, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. To first. On to the shortstop at second, but it's thrown away. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
And those are plays that cost you ball games. You're already losing, and then you make an error like that to compound things. That's how things snowball on you, and you start to feel like you can't do anything right.
Ripped down the line. This is foul for the first strike. 7 runs, 10 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
And he falls behind 0-2. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Great changeup there in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw to first ends the inning. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. 1-1 the count to the Brewers' first baseman. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Now the 2-1.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Ryan Braun will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
And he misses there. 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Hit out towards second. Rosario's got it. Throw gets Braun at first as he grounds out for out number 2.
The center fielder.
Settling in now, Lorenzo Cain. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A ball and no strikes.
Count 1-0.
Two and 0 to the Brewers center fielder.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
Swing and a liner. 2 out, nobody on. Line drive to left. That gets down, and the inning continues. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit. Here's Brock Holt now. He's gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you've punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches and see if you can't dominate him for a 3rd time.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
It's amazing how quick an inning can get away from you. You're cruising. First 2 outs are super quick. Little single happens, and now you're down 3-0 with the chance of maybe a little.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the sub. J.P. Feyereisen gets the call to pitch here.
Now pitching for the Brewers, number 76, J.P. Feyereisen.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. Popped up. Smoke has room in foul territory, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's Jed Lowry now. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on.
Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single.
Now batting, number 6.
In now, Jeff McNeil. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Garcia has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And it's gone.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Corbin Burns gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. And that misses for ball 1. 2-0 now. The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now. Michael Conforto would be next. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Not everyone feels comfortable pulling the clutch on 3-0 pitch right there, but he stayed within himself, didn't try and do too much, didn't turn and burn, and just hit a nice hard single on a 3-0 count.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Comes set with the 0-1. Fouled away. Now the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. 1-2, here it comes. Right side hit hard, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Here's the catcher Wilson Ramos as he lines it out to center, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder Christian Yelich.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 2-2 one more time. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. And he'll reach first safely.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Full count, 3-2. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Now back, second baseman.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. First delivery to him on the way. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Behind 0-2 now. A runner at first with no outs here. And this pitch is foul tipped right into the glove of Ramos as he stays with it to record the strikeout. Digging in and looking for more, Omar Narvaez. A hit in 2 tries so far. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. Runners on first with 1 down. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the right fielder. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground.
The left fielder, number 24.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. He'll wind up lasting just 1 out into the 6th inning, but he'll leave with the lead and was effective in this one. So here's Avisail Garcia as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get it going right now.
Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
No strike.
Eric Sogard is on deck. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. Here's Eric Sogard. In his career against Porcello, he's totaled 4 hits in 19 tries. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Back up the middle. Rosario brings it in to Lowry at the bag. On to first, it's a double. 7th inning ready to roll. And up next, the center fielder, Jake Marisnick. Here's the first pitch to him. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He's through first and hustling for second. And the Mets have something going with nobody out. It's a leadoff double.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by. No matter what, work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches. But when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Here comes the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. And they'll get it in quickly. It's 1st and 3rd now with nobody out.
Oh boy, this is some serious bragging rights for the next couple weeks in the clubhouse. When a relief pitcher gets an AB and is able to capitalize with a big base hit, he's not going to let the boys hear the end of this one.
Alex Claudio is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Ben Gamel is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from 3rd. And not in time as the run scores. Striding in once again, Jed Lowry. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He's set, and the pitch. And a swing and a miss at a pitch well off the plate. It's strike 1. Claudio is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Way outside. 1-2.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
2-2 the count. From the stretch. Oh, it's hit to 3rd. 5. To 2nd for 1. On to Smoke in time for an inning-ending double. Digging in now, Justin Smoak will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
That evens it up 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. And now a pitch on the way. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first, and Porcello's looking good here. 2 away.
The center fielder.
And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain. Last time through was a base hit. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
Hit on the ground out to short. Gloved by Lowry. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They trail by double digits. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil.
The left fielder. Number 6.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a fly ball, well hit. After it is Yelich. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Pete Alonso will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled off. Now the 0-1.
Ball. The count is 1-2.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Under it is Cain, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting. The third baseman.
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera. He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's a ball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, dude.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring up the versatile utility man Brock Holt. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 1-1. Too high there, and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
This is pulled into right. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Hey, there's a bullet down the right field line. That had double written all over, but a great job by the right fielder to cut it off and keep him to a single.
Nice aggressive turn by the batter right there, but hats off to the right fielder to keep him from getting the scoring position.
Behind 0-2 now. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
So coming to the plate, Keston Hiura. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Ground ball left side. Cabrera's got it to second for one. On to first, and it's another double play. The fourth they've hit into. Stepping in, Michael Conforto. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Line to the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Number 40, Wilson.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Oh, and that looked like the very definition of flailing there. It's even at 1.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
Liner toward right center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Here's Jake Marisnick, as he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike one. It was a two-bagger for him in his last at-bat. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are two aboard now.
Up next to the net.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB. Hey, we came into this one wondering how he was going to throw on the mound. That all goes out the window. He just mixed in his second knock of the game. He's going to be smiling for a while on this.
At the plate, Ahmed Rosario, as he grounds one briskly to short. There's one. On to Smoke in time for an inning-ending double play. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Omar Narvaez starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Tyrone Taylor will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 15, Tyrone.
In there at the knees, strike one. A bouncer up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
Hey, Dan, these guys have put a lot of guys on base, but no one seemed to cross home plate. Are you cognizant of that as a pitcher? Are you aware of the traffic?
No doubt about it. 9 runners stranded so far in this game. It's time somebody comes up with a clutch hit.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1-1, here it comes. Line towards center field, and that's in there, base hit.
Dan, if they're going to crack Drew, this has got to be the opportunity.
Baseman number 12, Justin.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Here's Justin Smoke now, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. To Lowry at the bag. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
11-1 at the end of this one. The Mets put on a real offensive show with 11 runs on the board. Noah Syndergaard earns his first win of the season. Freddie Peralta permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious New York Mets, 11 runs on an even 20 hits. No errors, they left 10 men on base. For the Brewers, 1 run on 10 hits. 2 errors, they left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 26 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.